that volatility reduce, or are you expecting just this continued sort of seesawing we're seeing?
I think it's really hard to know the timing, but I'm incredibly bullish on crypto overall.
Okay, what is going on, CYPRX Advanced YouTubers? Welcome back to the CYPRX YouTube page. As always, if you're interested in learning about cryptocurrency, commodities, indices, foreign exchange, please go ahead and consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. Realest YouTube channel on the internet. I really do appreciate all the love and the support that you guys have shown. We are almost at 5,000 YouTube subscribers and almost at 11,000 Twitter followers. So make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel and make sure that you follow me on Twitter. Here is my Twitter handle. In today's video breakdown, you all, we are going to cover some updated price action on XRP. I told you guys in the video yesterday, literally, do not FOMO in. There will be a pullback opportunity. I'm going to show you all here today how you could have utilized the strategy that we teach on the CYPRX YouTube and in the mentorship on how to have dollar cost average properly into XRP. If you FOMO'd into XRP yesterday and bought at 79 cents, guess what? Just as of right now, your portfolio is most likely now back in the blue. Had you have paid attention to the strategy and potentially tried to dollar cost average properly at a low into XRP, your portfolio would be in the blue right now. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys that here today, read some interesting articles for you all. But before we start, just to prove a fact, okay? You guys know that I love proving things to you all. Here we see yesterday's video. I'm going to expand this for you. You guys can hear exactly what I tell you all.
Do not FOMO in on this move on XRP. There will be a significant pullback if this is the bullish rally that is going to take us into $1. You do not want to be buying at highs if price is going to continue to move and then reverse. We want to make sure that price gives us some type of healthy formation in the form of higher highs, higher lows before we look for entering in on price, okay?
Boom. Okay. It's that simple, guys. Just pay attention to what I say. I'm not giving you guys or filling your head with any hopium. I'm really trying to bless you all with knowledge and information on how to properly enter into this market. So again, had you have entered yesterday when I made that video and FOMO'd in, your position would have looked something like this, okay? So it would have been up here at the highs during Asia session when we made that video recording. You most likely would have FOMO'd in at around 79 cents. And look at that, your portfolio is now back in the red. Any money that you put into XRP, not properly buying at the low, would now have depreciated in value, okay? Whereas if you would have paid attention to the stuff that I teach you guys on the CYPRX YouTube, you could potentially be, again, not investing advice, but in the blue on your overall portfolio if you dollar cost average at a proper low, utilizing the strategy that we teach here on CYPRX on the YouTube page. And this is what the position would have looked like. All right, so we're going to go into detail as to how you could have caught a little tiny scalp position or entering in on a long-term hold, buying at a potential low on XRP from this bullish rally during this New York session. Okay, so going into an extreme detailistic perspective, we'll delete this order right there. All right, looking at the New York session, what can we just see overall the New York session did? New York session manipulated sellers and buyers prior to the New York session in the manipulation window, rejected the discounted region that London session purchased from, took a discount buy position, and then came and attacked the trendline liquidity above the highs from London, New York manipulation. Okay, you guys can see if I copy and clone this, right, the New York manipulation and put this over near the London manipulation window, we can see, all right, that both New York session attacked what? We attacked liquidity of the highs. Now, Asia session, what did they do? They created, again, liquidity above their highs, came and attacked that. Now let's see if these price levels hold. We have rejected 80 cents to the T. Let's go ahead and mark that off. All right, so I told you guys that we need to see a bullish break above that and the 85-cent psychological level. As of right now, we are failing to do so. Let's see how price action carries over into the weekend and see if this rally can continue. If not, go back and watch my previous video as to where my bearish targets are for XRP, all right? But so looking at this price action coming into this New York session, because we are New York session traders, all right? You guys already know people are going to be like, hindsight testing is crap. Well, guess what? It's not, because we would have had all of this price information to analyze coming into this New York session. And what can we see in this New York session so far? Let's click this out. Right, New York session starts. We have all this price action information. We can see manipulation above London session manipulation region. Where? Above these highs. And they just so happen to make what type of pattern? Would you look at this? A retail double top formation, or an M pattern, right? Retail traders like to call this some type of resistance. Well, look what the manipulation window for New York session does. It comes and it grabs that money and then shows us a willingness to pull back and create trendline liquidity in the manipulation window. And isn't it ironic how the manipulation window is where most of the liquidity in the form of retail positions starts to stem from, right? In the form of retail patterns, okay? So here we see trend lines in the form of a downtrend line pattern, and we also see a fractal uptrend line pattern, okay? Above these highs, we see 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, where we can imagine retail traders are potentially imagining, right, that what? This is a supportive region. They're going to be entering leveraged buy positions underneath of here. Again, impatient traders that cannot wait for the New York session to actually fan out, all right? So banks and institutions know that. We know as CYPRX traders that the bank and institutions like to piggyback off of previous bank and institutional orders. Well, if we look at where London bought from the previous session here in this region, and we look where Asia session bought from the previous region, we know coming into this New York session, collectively speaking, we are operating at a high. Why? Because we have 2 significant areas here and here where the 2 previous sessions purchased from. Why would New York session purchase from a high? What are they most likely going to do? They're going to manipulate price action in the form of some type of retail patterns, retail resistance, continuing this trend line, building liquidity above the highs, manipulate price to give themselves discount, right? Buying from either where London bought from or a further discounted price, pushing down to where Asia bought from, and then they're going to look to add to their orders, which is exactly what we got. The CYPRX pattern to the T that I tell you guys out of the manipulation window to pay attention to, which is what? A grab of liquidity in the form of a low or a previous discounted area, a move away from a psychological level that leads to a break in fractal structure that leads to a higher low, higher high formation. This is the pattern right here that we're looking for. Once the market creates that, this solidifies that whatever bearish move out of the manipulation window was a false bearish move, and that the market is still respecting overall bullish order flow, at least temporarily. Okay, again, this is to dollar cost average on XRP. Okay, so let's go ahead and zoom in and unclick this replay and see what happened during price action today during this New York session. So if we scroll over to the New York session, exactly what it is that I teach you guys happened. We see, again, out of the manipulation window, the market makers come and attack the retail trading pattern right here in the form of this trend line during the manipulation window. New York session is not stupid. They're not going to buy at a high. What do? They manipulate price down to the low where London session purchased from to give themselves discount, and immediately following that push down into the psychological level, look to the right hand side, guys. This is the psychological level, 76.5 cents to the freaking T. Let me mark this off for you guys. Okay, we'll go ahead, 76.5 cents to the T. Boom, look at that. We get a rejection of the psychological level that leads to a fractal break in structure. This high right here, okay, is now higher than this high. After that, what do we get? Another grab of liquidity beneath lows, and the market showing us the willingness to create new highs. This is now a solid higher low. Why? Because we have a grab of liquidity, the market showing us the willingness to go higher. Again, another trap, the market creating liquidity, showing us the willingness to grab that liquidity and create a new structure high. Now this high is higher than this one. So now we have the pattern that we're looking for. All we needed to do to dollar cost average into XRP today was take our Fibonacci after we confirm this pattern from the low, again, the higher low after the grab of liquidity that led to a new market break in structure. That would be this A to B move. We extend that over. What do we get, guys? 70 to 79% discount. Boom, there's your trade entry. It's super simple. I told you guys in yesterday's video not to buy at the highs. Again, had you have paid attention to what it is that I teach you all, and had you have listened to the YouTube video that I output yesterday, you guys could have been in a nice position, still floating in profit. Whereas if you had no idea what you were doing and you're following moon boys that were telling you that XRP price was pumping freaking 8%, which is laughable, which is a tweet that I'm going to show you guys today. I think it's hilarious how everybody was freaking out about an 8 to 9% pump on XRP, guys. Calm down. It's not that serious. Have you think that this is a big pump on XRP, then you have not experienced a bull market for altcoins yet. Okay, trust and believe that you have not been in this market long enough if you freak out from an 8 to 9% pump on XRP. Okay, which leads me to reading you guys this tweet right here from Meta XRP. She said, "Is it me, or has a lot of XRP influencers on YouTube channels have gone downhill since last year? Too much clickbait and coin shilling. They don't disclose it, but it's obvious some projects are paying them to shill. I stopped watching a long time ago. I second this. I retweeted it. I told you guys should stop watching all of these moon boys. If you have people on your YouTube subscribe list who literally do nothing but take their Fibonacci tools and tell you that XRP is going to reach some magic number, or that XRP is respecting some cup and handle pattern formation, or that XRP is respecting some RSI or magic freaking EMA indicator, whatever the case may be, unfollow them. That is not how the markets move, guys. That is not how the markets move. You need to understand that, okay? Leading over to this article right here, I think that this article, guys, is freaking hilarious, because if you follow me on Twitter, all right, look at when this article came out, April 14th. So that was yesterday. I put out these bullish and bearish targets to you all 2 days in advance before FX Street put them out. I don't know where FX Street finds their technical analysis from, but they need to fire these guys because they are lagging. They're lagging, and they need to hire your boy, because look at this. Look at this, okay? Here we see them talk about 2022 volume point of control at 77 cents. I'd mentioned to you guys this 77 cent area on a tweet that I put out to you guys. Let me go ahead and show you that. All right, you guys, look, I had put a April 13th tweet out to you all that says, remember the two scenarios on XRP, a break above the blah, 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 70 cent region and 85 cent region. And look at this, guys, okay? A screenshot 2 days in advance before FX Street put out their analysis of my targets, 77 cents and 85 cents to the T. And I explained those targets to you guys in a previous YouTube video. If we go to this article, look at this. We see 77 cents as a target that they mentioned. And we also see, even so, for more gains, XRP price will still need to mow through 85 cents. Guys, this article was put out 2 days after the tweet that I put out to you all. Again, I don't know, maybe this guy's following me on Twitter and he's just copying his analysis over to fxstreet.com. Who knows? I don't know, but they were 2 days late. You guys would have had this analysis had you have followed me on Twitter, all right? So make sure that you do so. Blessings to you guys all. I hope that you enjoyed this video breakdown. Before we head out, all right, again, just giving you guys an update on how to dollar cost average into XRP. We see this article from the Daily Huddle reads, again, we see institutional and mainstream adoption picking up. Binance CEO Changpeng Zhao says crypto, dang, I think I freaking nailed that name. Changpeng Zhao, that's dope, okay? Zhao says crypto adoption will ramp up in 2022. Here's why. Binance CEO Changpeng Zhao, I hope that I'm really pronouncing that. I feel like I'm nailing that one. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments below. Zhao believes crypto adoption will expand this year as governments around the world progressively take larger roles in regulating digital assets. In a new interview, the co-founder of the world's largest crypto exchange platform says that lawmakers across the globe are increasingly being drawn to crypto industry in 2022, which is the potential sign of upcoming adoption. Guys, we see key words, key vocabulary. Be mindful of this. We already know regulatory clarity and regulatory framework is in the works. Big things are coming for the crypto market, although I do still think that there is going to be some type of flash crash that takes place before we do see a next move higher. That's just me being pessimistic. That's not guaranteed. Nothing is guaranteed in this market. Oh man, I really hope that you guys didn't buy that high yesterday. I really do. I hope that I'm saving people's portfolios out here. I don't know. I'm really trying, guys. I know that you guys are liking the content. Let's be mindful of the bullish and bearish targets. If we come back below that 77 cent psychological level, I think that XRP is going to fill all the imbalance from the impulsive move, and we are going to see price stem lower. I told you guys to be mindful of a bearish pullback and how to split up your capital, right? So maybe you put in some capital here, right? Not investing advice, but again, your portfolio would be in the blue, whereas if you bought from the high, right now your portfolio would be depreciating in value. So maybe you could have spread some capital out here. Maybe you could be potentially waiting, let me clear some of this out, for a potential pullback. If we do get a pullback, which I think is going to happen on XRP, just taking from the low to the high. Right now we see equal highs or a double top formation, so eventually these are going to have to get cleared out. Could XRP pull back into 50, 62 to 70, 79% discount? Again, this is what this Fibonacci tool is used for. It is not some magical freaking thing that you can put numbers on and expect price action to just respect. Just because the universe is defined and respects the Fibonacci sequence, that does not mean that the charts do. This tool was literally designed by TradingView so that way you can set it up to determine where discount price is most logically going to be at. Not so that way you can FOMO in and be like, oh my gosh, XRP is going to go to freaking $200 because my Fibonacci sequence of 78.83255725 links up with the $100 range. No, that is not realistic. I don't even know what to say to you if you're trading that way. I mean, there's no hope for you in this market, honest to God. Blessings to you guys. Make sure that you follow me on Twitter, subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'll see you guys in the next video breakdown. Enjoy your weekend. Today is my birthday, if you don't already know from all the birthday wishes on Twitter. So I really do appreciate it. Make sure you guys stay cognizant, be aware, and as always, I'll see you all in the next video breakdown.